Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, all. Today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, because every time you do, you support the show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon, and we thank ye.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oh, you, Robbie Bang Bang, Robbie Bang Bang, we love you. Yes, you, Robbie Bang Bang, Robbie Bang Bang, we love you. Yes, you, Robbie Bang Bang. I'm previewing something that's going to come up on the body of the show today.
You know what's greater than being,
Oscar
what's better than being blindsided is when you have King A-hole behind you just really, really saying, guess what? Your next 90 minutes are going to suck.
Here's a tease. Here's a tease, ladies and gentlemen. Oscar followed Rob into work today.
And guess what he could have done? Passed me, so I don't have to look at his stupid forehead the whole goddamn way in.
We'll discuss that
Hey, look
further.
what's coming. It's his LED lights and his secret hidden license plate. Da-da-da-da. I'm a douchebag. Da-da-da-da.
All right, let's start the birthday, shall we? It's tighter and brighter birthdays for your listening pleasure. Happy Thursday, everybody. We'll continue the debate of the driving a little bit later on. Welcome to our world. Mason
to my world.
Elvis Presley.
That's right.
Won't you come on in? Welcome to our world. Mason Neil Mosley was born July 31st at 6:40 p.m. Hey, he's my son's age.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Weighing in at 9 pounds, 6 ounces.
We actually, Mike, I think we have tape of the baby.
Oh, we have tape of the baby?
I think we do.
Let's listen to the baby right now.
I thought we were going to go and get tape of the baby. Don't we?
Please.
Don't we have that?
You know, it's always important to have, there we go, audio on demand.
Yeah. Hi, Mason?
Ask him what his name is.
What's your name?
Mason Neil Mosley.
Hey, how do you feel?
Wow.
Oh, you tired?
Give me that boob. Give me that breast. Give me that breast.
That's a big baby.
Uh-oh, did you make a boo-boo in your diaper?
Yes, it did. And it's the size of a human homeless man.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
Odd that we would have tape of Mason Neil Mosley.
I'm just kidding, Mason. You're a beautiful baby boy, 9 pounds, 6 ounces, and baby is doing fine. Mother is doing fine as well as possible following a 9.5 pound birth. Yikes. I hate that word on Facebook.
Do you?
I hate it more than any word.
Oh, that's one I love.
I don't know why I hate it so much.
Because you know what it is? Oh, it's mine.
Is it yours?
Oh, it's mine.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, I guarantee you it's mine.
Okay, anyway, let's we could go down a whole new road there.
Yeah, no, that one belongs to me.
Jeff Blair has been listening since 1996 when he was 27. He just turned 44. God, that makes me old.
It does.
And he still listens, and he would like to listen even harder if the mayor for life would wish him a happy birthday.
I just want to say, I control my diabetes.
You're what?
I control my diabetes.
Oh, you got the sugars.
I got the sugars real bad. Jeff Blair, I'm so happy you have been a listener since 1996, and I hope you come down to Ward 8 and check out some of the good restaurants that we have for you. And I hope you come to D.C. where I'm mayor for life.
Would you care to identify yourself by name?
My name is Man Berry.
Who?
Man Berry.
Oh, Mayor Marion Barry.
Thank you, Rob.
That's a new Rolex.
Thank you very much. I got a deal.
Did you really?
I got a good deal.
How's your blood sugar?
The sugars are terrible.
They're really bad, the scores?
Out of sight.
Can I see your toes?
No. They ain't going to be there for long.
Oh, well, you can just send them over in a box.
Ben Olson has officially entered his douchebag 30s, and if that isn't bad enough, he recently relocated from Virginia to Denver with his wife Casey, and he misses the announcer from the Metro trains. No, can't do that back to back. Because
Really?
that's Mayor Barry, really, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's overkill.
Yeah.
So you just really heard the announcer from the Metro trains.
Right.
That's Mayor
But
Barry.
he's all the way in Denver.
All right, play it. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead, Mayor.
I will do the totally unintelligible Metro train.
Please.
operator.
Which is really accurate.
Okay.
So, hold on. This is Parrot Metro China. Doors open on the floor.
Thank you very much.
If people, you know what? People must come to the District of Columbia to know how great that is.
And incidentally, has anybody noticed the metro trains lately? I mean, that are just literally beginning to fall apart.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you bought something in 1976 and you don't touch it. What happens? It falls apart.
Super modern when they first put it in, and it looked really super modern
looked
for
like
years.
Buck Rogers.
It did, and now it's like crap.
It is.
Happy birthday to Tim Rober. Wife Shannon tells us that you are 38 this week. Enjoy your day. You're getting cake. You're getting ice cream. And you're getting really, really old. Lovely Lisa Spindler turned 29 for the 14th time this week.
Yeah, she didn't want to really give her age.
So she's 33?
No, she's 40,
She's
43.
43.
43. But she's 29 for the 14th
skills.
time. And
Carry the one.
remember, folks, AU makes a great backup school.
Why did that happen to
Plus
me?
the 4.
Why couldn't I have had remedial math skills?
Because you excel in all other manners.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I mean, you truly overcompensate.
No, I really believe the public school system of Glastonbury, Connecticut effed me hard.
Nothing on AU?
No. AU, I was damaged goods by the time I got to AU. Anyway, so Lisa Spindler turned 29, and this for the 14th time. Is that your joke or hers?
That's her joke.
Her joke. Okay,
Yeah.
So she's a math person. I bet she's a member of the Rob Mob.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know her name from anybody.
She'd love to hear from Liam Neeson and have him discuss his special set of birthday skills.
Lisa, I want you to turn over the phone now. I want you to take the phone and take a black Sharpie magic marker. I want you to write the number, 29. Then I want you to add 14. You will get a total of...
Need some help, Liam?
I will find my math teacher. And I will kill her.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was terrific. I love it. Special birthday skills.
I can just go home now. That was hilarious.
Good news. Jeff Heller has a lengthy agenda for us. His son Harrison, George Carlin would like that name.
Oh, he would.
His son Harrison just turned 2.
And he'll like the next name, too.
Hey, kids are off limits, okay?
Yeah, Mike.
His son Harrison just turned 2. Later this month, daughter Kendall turns 9, and shortly thereafter, he and his wife Julie each have a birthday as well. I know what you're thinking. Who cares? Rob's tweaking the old birthdays up a little bit. That being said, they'd love to hear Mike talk up a Huey Lewis song.
You up to it?
Yeah, I'll get all the family in there if I can, ladies and gentlemen.
More music, more fun. WAVA.
3 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock. Oh, boy, Friday is here. Happy Friday, everybody. Are you going to get outside and have a great time? That's right. Well, it's not really Friday. It's Thursday. Hey, I'm so wasted on Coke, I blew the day. Wow. That happens to me all the time. Hey, Heller. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I got the name.
Heller.
Start it again. Sorry.
Helen Keller.
Jeff Heller.
Okay, you ready?
All right, hold on. I got to. Wait, let me. Yeah, I'll do something.
More music, more fun. WAVA.
Hey, everybody, it's the Michael Mary Show on a Thursday. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic time. I know I am, because how could I not have a good time each and every day coming into this stinky little studio and talking to you? I want to let everybody know that there's some birthdays out there. I want to say happy birthday to Harrison, happy birthday to Kendall, happy birthday to Julie, and Jeff. Hey, screw you.
Nice.
All right.
Wow.
That was terrific.
Thank you very much.
That was really good.
Oh, my God. All right, moving right along.
Need a breath?
No, I'm fine. Okay. Rob Hodgson.
Get the paddles.
Clear.
A month ago? Maybe. Rob Hodgson, the patriarch of the perfect family that we met at the Hooters meet and greet in Florida. I remember this family.
Yep.
He appears to be 44. And he is loved by his wife, Deborah, and his twins, Abby and Robbie. Good kids. We met those
Good kids, right?
Wonderful kids.
Because they're perfect.
And you know
You
what?
wrote that.
Yeah, you know what's great about this? Robbie did the submission, not
Yes.
the wife. And I love the fact that the son is looking out for the dad.
That is cool.
Yeah.
The perfect Hodgsons.
They are awesome.
Happy silver anniversary to the maestro of the Manassas Symphony Orchestra. Jim and Kathy Villani are celebrating 25 blissful years. I saw my friend Mr. Villani posted something for his wife. It was so perfect. that's what an anniversary greeting should be. It was just straight to the point, and it was nice.
Yeah, he's
and
a good guy.
You know, the syrupy ones really get to me after a
Oh,
while.
really?
Yeah.
The ones that just go on and on, you know. It was just no, it was just really, it was concise, it was brief, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading Jim's post.
He's a nice guy.
And, you know, people should look at Jim's post and maybe take note of that. Are you listening, Andrew Langer?
What did he write? We made it?
No.
Did Andrew say we'll see you tonight?
It was really good. I just bust his balls when he's going to come out to the karaoke tonight.
Of course.
Jim and Kathy Villani, 25 blissful years this week, and they would love some marriage advice from a true expert on matrimony, Larry King.
You got to keep things fresh in the bedroom. That's it. I don't care if you got to role play. You know, if you got to wear things, get some marital aids.
Larry?
Yeah.
What? This guy is a conductor. What if he used the baton?
Oh.
That might work. I'm not sure. But whoever gets up first,
What?
whoever gets up first in the morning,
Right.
go downstairs,
Right.
and put a bagel in the toaster,
Sure.
put some peanut butter on it,
Yeah.
put it on a plate,
Uh-huh.
bring a napkin, bring up some juice,
Right.
and serve breakfast in bed.
But what
Yeah.
about when your wife was banging the baseball coach?
Yeah,
That's
remember that?
uncalled for.
Well, no, I mean, you got through that, so anything is possible.
See if you get invited to the Beverly Hills Diner.
Brandon West turns 12 this weekend. He was born after his father had a vasectomy reversal. Hey, that's good. Well, that's why you reverse a vasectomy. How about that? Thanks for sharing, Brandon. Let's have our traditional birthday song to celebrate this miracle of modern science. That's Rob all the way.
It's Brandon, right?
All right, for Brandon West. 1, 2, 3.
Regrets.
And finally, yesterday was birthday number 10 for Gabe Palazic
Exactly.
of beautiful Columbus, Indiana. And he, like all kids, loves Charlie.
Charlie Stewart Stavelak.
Hey, how are you, Gabe? Gabe, that's some kind of name. Palazok. What the F kind of name is that, Gabe?
You know, it might be Polish, Charlie.
Polish.
Yeah, like me.
How many Polish people does it take to make an ice cube?
How many, Charlie?
They can't. The guy with the recipe died. Never mind.
Charlie, do you get that?
No.
Okay.
Gotta go.
And now, the letter of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
He's out.
Mike, Rob, and Oscar. I debated even writing this letter because it still can be overwhelming to think about, but decided to go ahead with it anyway. My wife and I were expecting our first child on July 2nd. It was fun, in a way, to go through the pregnancy experience alongside Mike, and listening to his difficulties always made me feel better about our bumps in the road. My wife had a picture-perfect 31.5 weeks of pregnancy. Then, without warning and still unexplained by any medical professional, my wife went into labor on May 4th. We were admitted to the hospital at 10:45, and by 4:49, we had welcomed a beautiful baby girl, Grace Christine, to the world. At over 2 months premature, wow, it's amazing, she weighed 3 pounds, 11 ounces. I was terrified, and I think I drove for a week and a half in absolute silence every day to the hospital, twice a day, and to work. No sound in my car, just me and my thoughts. When I decided I could no longer do this and keep my sanity, music still didn't seem appropriate. I put on your podcast, which I hadn't caught up in about 2 weeks. It was pretty much all I listened to because it made me laugh and helped me realize everything was continuing on even as my daughter was in the hospital. Long story short, 25 days after she was born on our 3rd wedding anniversary, she came home from the hospital with us. You know, that is just a miracle.
That
right
is
there.
awesome,
so
isn't it?
Cool.
She has been home 2 months now, and it's been the best ride of my life. Grace is healthy and putting on weight, nearly 8 pounds. That's normal weight. That's
well,
getting to be normal weight.
Actually,
right
they
there.
might even want to look into weight on it.
That's
Little
everything. Everything is looking up. While soldiers and first responders are due the tremendous gratitude that you show them, never underestimate what you do every day, the three of you. You pick people up when they are down and provide support for people you will never meet. Thanks so much for being there. P.S. My wife and I are watching The X-Files in our few hours between feedings via Hulu Plus.
Awesome.
Always nice to get a sponsor mention
Isn't
in
it?
there. And we joined Amazon Mom, which comes with Prime membership, to order diapers and baby supplies through the Mike O'Mara Show linked Amazon page. We didn't put that in there.
No, he's a good boy, this
it's
guy.
It's nice of him to say
Very
that,
cool.
but he
Yeah.
didn't need to, because what really matters is that the baby came home. That's amazing that
That's
they can
great.
come home that happy.
Wow.
Love you guys. Thanks for everything. Peter of Syracuse, and for shameless disc jockeys that promote things with sappy letters. S&D, everybody!
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Is this it, priest? The Pope's new army? A few crusty bitches and a handful of ragtags?
I know, Bill. You swore this was a battle between warriors, not a bunch of Miss Nancys. So warriors is what I brought.
The O'Connell Guard, the Plug-Uglies, the Shirt-Tails, the Chichesters, the 40 Thieves.
Bene. On my challenge, by the ancient laws of combat, we are met at this chosen ground to settle for good and all. Who holds sway over the 5 points? Us natives, born rightwise to this fine land, or the foreign hordes defiling it?
By the ancient laws of combat, I accept the challenge of the so-called natives. You plague our people at every turn. But from this day out, you shall plague us no more. For let it be known that the hand that tries to strike us from this land shall be swiftly cut down.
Then may the Christian Lord guide my hand against a Roman popery.
Prepare to receive the true Lord.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Speedwagon, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
I am really surprised that somebody taped that moment when Buzz and Mark both left the Mike O'Mara Show.
Yeah, it's something about prepare to receive the true Lord. I don't know what that was about.
I don't know how that
Yeah.
exchange got on tape. Live from Studio 1K in the Fiberflex Broadcast Center, this is the Mike O'Mara Show, downloaded worldwide 18 million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, 102.9 FM WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. We have a very special sponsor for the opening of today's show.
Something out of the ordinary, would you say, Mike?
Very different. I love the fact that Oscar never tells you.
No, he did.
So you
He
know.
did. I just didn't know how you were going to get to it.
All right. Excuse me.
Well, that's really
I'm sorry,
uncalled
I'm
for.
not- that's
you know
not what he
what?
was looking for.
Give some space there. That doesn't belong.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Here we go.
I'd like to tell you about a new app called Compulsive.
Have you updated your Compulsive yet? Tons of new features were just added.
New what?
Features. You can share and challenge your friends directly from the leaderboard, because there's a lot of people out there there are a lot of people out there that are very competitive.
You know, like Katie Cole, Mike.
Yeah, she's the top of the mountain, right?
Way up there. She's in the 200 club now.
They have a new color pattern, which is great because it's kind of highlighting each and every one of the colors. Easier to see,
I
actually.
used the dark settings last night, and it improved my scores 20%.
In-app purchase to remote ads. Now, what does that mean?
Oscar?
Oh.
What is in-app purchase to remove ads?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in-app purchase to remove ads.
Yeah, so if you don't want ads, you can just, I think it's 99 cents to get rid of them.
Oh, so it's like the version of like Compulsive Light and a compulsive,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
ad-free Compulsive.
And you know
my
what
God.
else they have?
What?
Much more. The latest reviews are in. People call it crack. Jerry says this is nothing more than digital crack, and
That's what it is.
I know Jerry, and
Seinfeld.
Jerry knows his stuff. This is nothing more than digital crack.
Why, you don't do that one very much.
Eldon writes,
My wife keeps playing it on my phone because the kids are playing it on her phone.
Yeah. Poor Eldon.
and Adam writes, better than perfectly cooked chicken wings. Compulsive is an addictive puzzle game that is quick to learn but difficult to master. It's completely free. Get your new addiction by searching for Compulsive. It really is a great game.
Awesome.
And it's on the iTunes App Store, Google Play Store, or at tmsoft.com. Please ask friends and family on Facebook to help you with your new addiction and leave that 5-star review.
Please
okay?
do. Yeah.
Compulsive by TM Soft today. Well, here we are. It's Thursday, and we all know what that means. Here are your birthdays today. No, I'm just
we've
kidding.
done that.
Yeah, I know we have.
It's two to do today.
Anyway, I have to start the show with this. Both Oscar and Rob were running super late today. Very unusual for Rob. Not unusual for Oscar.
No, it's part of my DNA.
And so
it was killing me. It really was.
Yeah,
Because
I know you hate to be late.
I do.
Yeah, it's something you could take a lesson from. You
I
could
overcompensate.
You could
By what, being later?
I'm great at math.
29 and 14.
Oscar
Quick.
cares. Oscar.
Who cares?
Oscar texts
43.
me. Rob writes a letter about he's having trouble with syncing his Apple device, whichever it was today, and lets me know in plenty of time, and that's no problem. And then Oscar's way of telling me he's going to be late is all I receive is a photo, a picture of your car, and Oscar is in back of you. And that just made me laugh. Tony, when I showed you that, I was laughing out loud.
What kills me about this, and it does truly, truly goad me, is that I see him behind me, and it ain't hard to spot him, because you know what? There's not a lot of $400,000 Audis riding around Manassas.
I wish.
And you know what? It really wasn't 400 when it was stock, but when he put all his James Bond crap on it.
Right.
The chasing LED lights up front and the spinning license plate.
That's stock, baby.
It's
Thank
so
God.
frustrating being the poor Spiwax that live in a shack up on the Appalachian Trail and have to go out to the outhouse to go to the bathroom.
We call it Mike. We call it the privy.
The privy, because they are so unfortunate.
What was very
everybody,
lucky.
Incidentally, everybody is wealthier than the Spiwax.
That's right.
Every
Exactly.
single person.
The poorest man without a home on the streets of New York City.
I was talking to someone with my lawn service the other day.
Well, luckily, I didn't feel at any time in danger being in front of Oscar because he had put away the oil slick and the machine guns. But I see him behind me, and he must have just gotten off Route 66.
Yes.
And it's weird. We maybe overlap for a quarter of the commute. If that. And it is so odd how often I see him or used to see other coworkers on the way in. And you know what? I hate it.
And he writes right after that, this is about 10:18 this morning, he writes, Rob drives like my mom.
I
didn't know she drove that well.
If you tried to hit every red light, you couldn't hit as many red lights as Rob Spiewak does when he drives.
And yet, he stays behind me. So who's really at fault?
He stayed behind you for comedy purposes.
There's two lanes, and you know what? You know what's really funny?
That's the nice thing about the pictures. I see the wide open left lane as you're in the right lane. That's funny.
Every time Rob would switch lanes, because I think he wanted me to go in front of him and get past him, I would just go right in back of him. I'd follow him every lane for lane.
And you know what?
You were in back of him?
And you know what? That's not just in this situation. I would love Oscar to pass me and leave me in life. And yet,
he punctuates
every time I step aside, he's right behind me. And you know what? This wouldn't be so bad if I was blindsided.
Right.
But as we hit a red light, and by the way, yes, I do apologize for hitting all the red lights per my design.
Everyone.
When I'm already late.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, because we have been talking about your driving
for as long as I've been
driving.
driving.
You were an intern on the Don and Mike show, and
Before you go to the history, let me just say this. When I realize he's back there, I wave to him. He says nothing. I'm at a stoplight. I text him. It says, "What are the odds you being behind me?" So I look in my rearview mirror, and what do I see? I see nothing but, of course, the beautiful Audi automobile. I see a massive brown forehead, and I see the camera go up. And I'm like,
we're at a red light.
Very, very nice.
It brought me joy.
Very, very nice.
It brought me great joy.
Yes.
It truly did. It was my first laugh of the morning. I truly enjoyed it.
And you have been mocking my driving, not just everything about it.
Me more than anybody else, probably.
Yeah, for years and years.
Because it drives me insane, because I am to a fault probably on the other side of the spectrum, and I'm not proud of that.
I've never seen you drive on a sidewalk, never seen you exceed 100 miles an hour.
He's seen both.
Yes, I imagine.
But let me ask you,
my defense.
Yeah, but can we go back? Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
While you're defending yourself.
Yes.
Let's go to the origins, okay? Because I want to really peel this onion back.
Okay,
a
do
bit.
it, man.
I would like to know where it started, because you will cop to the fact that you do not you rarely exceed the speed limit.
And yet I've gotten speeding tickets.
Okay, so you do.
I
do
can,
occasionally.
yeah.
You can occasionally, but you don't want to ever,
I don't,
right?
no. You know what?
You like to be very, very careful, and I'm just curious. People could ask me the same time.
My low insurance rates and my spotless driving record in the room probably says I might even be the best driver in the room.
Yeah. I would say you're the best driver, but I'll say
there's
this.
that.
Yeah.
Except for that one.
Well,
drive.
you know what? I think that's gone now.
Okay. Expunged.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what, man? No man.
Whoa.
That's low.
Yeah.
That's
low.
dirty fighting
You
on
went
my
straight
part.
to the drunk
He doesn't
driving.
care though. I wouldn't have done it if he
You
cared.
know what, Mike? No man is really totally impossible of change. You know what? Any man can change.
That didn't even make sense.
I want to go back to
Wasn't
the beginning.
expecting that angle.
I want to go back to the beginning no, and you have every right to brag about your driving record, and that's
Actually,
fine.
not really. Come to think on it.
Let's go back though to the beginning because
some people are luckier than others.
Before you even got any speeding tickets,
Right.
you drove. We always said you drove like an old lady.
Sure.
You were very careful. You're almost nervous behind the wheel to a certain extent.
I wouldn't say nervous.
You're careful.
Careful is fine.
Careful, nervous, same
He's
thing.
not in a hurry.
You're not.
And yet, I will say this in my defense.
You're always punctual, though. You're very punctual.
On our
guy.
most recent road trip to Florida, when I did, I would say not half the driving, but
you
a
killed
good
it.
portion of the
It's great.
driving.
Now there's a good.
I was a fine
Gotta
driver
give him
for
the
you
thing
guys.
for that.
He was performing.
Yeah, but he did great.
Yes.
Both of you guys did great driving. I was delighted with that.
I would
was
say
amazing.
that when I was driving, most of the people in the in the caravan were more at ease than when Oscar was driving.
Right.
But we all got there in
Oscar.
a timely fashion.
I don't know
Oscar,
what it was. It might have been attention deficit disorder with Oscar. I'm not sure. It was because you were kind of like you were bordering on maniacal violence, but you were showing off for us.
No, I wanted to get out of the car. The sooner we got to our destination, the sooner it was over.
Oscar, we're on 95 South. Oscar, be careful.
Not another Elvis record, guys,
Be
please.
careful. And that's just on the exit ramp. So anyway, but going back, let's start. I want to look back at your early days when you started.
Right.
Was it something that frightened you? And be honest, was it something that made you nervous?
I don't think nervous. You know what I'm nervous about is not the act of driving, but the act of being caught by a cop. And I can show a story to illustrate this.
Okay.
I think I got my license when I was 17. I didn't get it right away because I had no car I could drive. No point in paying insurance if I wasn't going to be driving.
Yeah, but if you get your license, you don't need to be insured right away.
Yeah, but that's also right there. 17, there's an abnormality.
yeah.
I mean, I'm 16. I lived for it.
Yeah.
Like most boys.
Well, God, Mike was so awesome, though.
No, I'm saying I was normal.
We were into
I
girls.
was
no
not
need.
awesome. I'm
There
saying I
was
was
no
normal.
need for me to have it.
Thought, well, you could have borrowed a friend's car, but you get your
Yeah,
license.
girls are into guys with their
What do
license.
you mean you had no car? Your mother didn't have a car?
She had a car, but she was using her car.
So she wouldn't use her car 24 hours a day?
She did, Mike. She drove for the post
did
office.
not, Rob.
No, I'm kidding.
She did not.
I think-
So,
But I do know this. When I first got my license.
I want to go slow.
Okay, you asked me a question. I'm answering
I
it.
want to
so
go slow.
defensive.
You're
I'm not defensive.
You're on turbo defensive right now. See, the fact that you waited a year to get your license is telling to me. It's telling to me that maybe you didn't. The idea
Is that the root of all problems?
I don't know. I think that speaks to maybe you're just paralyzing fear of the automobile.
I don't think it's paralyzing fear. I think it's a paralyzing fear and hatred of authority.
What?
Because the thing that makes me nervous is cops. Even before I had any real run-ins with cops. The first ticket I got was maybe I've had my license like 3 or 4 months. I ran a red light because I was so nervous that there was a cop watching me on the side of the road. It told me.
So you are nervous.
Nervous about cops, not about driving. I'm
But it's
very
the
at
same
ease about
thing.
driving.
If you're
It's
nervous
not,
about
though.
cops, you're going to be. If you're driving along and you're thinking at any point there could be a cop out there, you're gonna drive nervous.
Yeah, you drive like you have a dead body in your car.
Do you know something?
I mean, that's how you drive.
That's not how I drive.
But the thing is, so it came from the fact, and I want to get back to this waiting a year when everybody you weren't hot to trot to get your driver's
Not
license.
particularly.
That's amazing to me.
Really?
Because I mean,
I'm
you
sure
said,
there's other people who are in the same boat.
I didn't think I was so awesome. I was saying, I just think it's very, very interesting. I mean, my daughter, that's all she wanted to do. I'm not sure about Elizabeth, whether she's.
Do you
hot to
remember
trot
how
to
much?
get it.
Well, you'll know this in 16 years. You know how much it costs to insure a 16-year-old young man driver?
Oh, was it a financial thing?
It was that too.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah,
well,
but if you got
that's
your
legit.
license, you don't have to be insured right
But
away.
if you have to drive, you have to be insured.
I the only reason I ever got my license was
to prove you were a citizen.
No, it was like I think it was driven by hormones. I didn't want to drive anywhere. But I couldn't have sex in my house.
Right.
So I had to have sex in my parents' car.
You were having sex at 16 on a regular basis?
I think that might have. I was a late bloomer, but I think once I started having sex, it worked out pretty well.
I had, I lost the big V, and then there was the big black hole, and I'm not talking about a woman.
Hey.
There's just a long period of time that I had. I gotta stop using that laugh track. It's a crutch, and I don't like
must have done so many horrible things in my mom's old Camry. Oh God.
Oh God.
Fabric seats or vinyl seats?
Oh, she had fabric seats.
Oh, even worse. Yeah, black.
Sorry, Mom.
All I know, my memory is I was 16 in June,
right?
And so many of my friends got their license in March and February, and I was a late senior, and so it was 16. I was so frustrated, and it's all I lived for, Rob. It's all I wanted to do.
Well, Mike, to make up for it, keep in mind you'll be a senior very soon again.
Thank you, ass. We'll take a break. Come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Got me running, baby. You give me something way beyond revenue.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. You know, losing weight requires a commitment, but I can personally tell you that if you're ready to make that commitment and really make that commitment, Weight Not will take care of the rest. Hundreds of my listeners have lost thousands of pounds, and they have done it the safe and fast way. They have done it with Weight Not. And Rob Spiewak will tell you that if you adhere to the guidelines, which are not overly restrictive on Weight Not,
not at all,
with their real food, with their lack of prepackaged meal replacements, with their lack of prescriptions, with their lack of stimulants, which is very important to me, nothing artificial. If you adhere to their guidelines, I'm here to tell you, you're not only going to get results, you're going to get rapid results, and you're going to be blown away by what happens.
I bet you had the same experience I did. On your first week, you thought your scale was wrong.
Right.
I mean, you really lose weight that fast.
I've been there before, so
yeah.
I was. But
I'm talking about the first time.
But even this time, I was sitting there, and I was letter of the law for Weight Not, and I was doing what they said to do. I read a lot more than I did the first go round.
And it's it's an easy read. It's an easy program to follow. But when you follow the rules, you benefit.
And I said I wasn't going to give daily updates on my weight, 15 pounds.
Attaboy.
But the fact is that it really is something that I'm very pleased with. The knowledge now that if you just do what they say to do,
that's it.
It's so easy.
It's like a roadmap.
I'm getting ready now to do something a little differently. I get into my little grooves with certain foodstuffs that are Weight Not friendly, we call them. And, you do it again and again and again. I'm going to dive into the recipes next week. I'm going to really get into some of the different combinations they have because I'm deep into the program
When
now.
you join the program, you get the binder, the how-to binder. It has a great cookbook in the back of it.
Speaking of binder, I'll put a lot of binders in my food.
You want that.
Right now, the monthly Weight Not special, this is great. They're offering savings up to $200 for members of the military, the government, and teachers. If you want success stories, go to the Weight Not Facebook page, or to find out more, visit weightnot.com. Plans start as low as $5 a day, and remember, up to $200 off if you're in the military, government, or you're a teacher.
Hey, I'm a teacher.
Weight Not. Show us what you're made of, and really, thank you personally from me to Weight Not for what they're doing when I finally decided, the little one came, and it's time for me to get my S together.
You will be there a long time for that boy.
Speaking of the little boy, men with large hands. Carla has rarely. Men with large hands should not change infants' diapers.
Why is that?
Because I'm not good at it, and I know that's a cop out.
Your hands are not that big.
I know that's a cop out, but I feel.
Let's see him.
Here we go.
You see now that's a hand right there.
Well, you're 6'4".
Yeah, that's true.
That's a big man.
And you're 5'2".
You've got a ham. You've got a ham for a hand, but I don't have piano player.
No.
I got
a small hands.
There we go. I mean, there we go. Yeah,
very sweet. The touching of hands.
That was a real moment.
That was.
But anyway, so Carla takes a well-deserved break, about a 2-hour break last evening.
May I ask a question about
Yes.
last night? The night before, you had a 5-hour hunk of sleep from the baby.
Right.
Has that happened again?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Not exactly, but I think, I got to bed earlier, and we were up at 3:15, 3:30 or something
All right.
like that.
Right.
And then, I went back to sleep, and Carla's wiped out today.
Sure.
So, so she had a 2-hour break, and it was me. It was my time. And even though I have some experience, I was a little uptight. She did the super feed, because that baby loves the boob.
Sure.
God, does he love the boob?
Yeah.
Just like his daddy. He
Different reason.
He has a really, really long feed, and then we put him in that little bug that I've shown on Facebook, that little bug seat.
Yeah.
It's got the little bug antenna on it, and it has a little vibrating unit, and it's got a little ding, 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 ding. So we put him in there.
Soothing music.
And he's perfectly comfortable. And then, only 2 times during the 2 hours did he really have a moment. And when he has a moment, he's telling you something.
Right.
He's telling you he's hungry, or he's telling you he wants his diaper changed. So I changed one diaper where it was just pee, which was fine.
That's a big win.
And that's not too bad.
I have not been peed on yet, and I'm very happy that I haven't been peed on yet.
You mean your entire life?
And, I have.
Well, you're not into that, are you?
Hello, CBS. But anyway, I want to tell you.
We're just joking.
And then the second diaper change was just a little poo-poo.
Mm-hmm.
And so the thing that kills me is I feel like it's tough to negotiate. When I changed diapers 16 years ago. That was the last time I changed diapers. And I changed diapers for a little girl. And it was not nearly, you don't have the plumbing down there.
Yeah, there's more to deal with.
I'm extremely aware of the plumbing and my big meat hooks, and I don't want to, I don't want to hurt the kid.
That's true.
I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to hit him in the bag, and have, like it hurts him more. I think about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like with the pooping, there's, sometimes vigorous is not the word, but wiping. The wiping, you have to get everything clean, and you don't want to damage or injure.
I don't want to do that either. His tiny little bottom. I don't want to sit there and go, wipe.
Is the rash better?
The rash is better.
Good,
the rash is better, much better.
I think that this is possible. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, but you have the type of faucet in your kitchen where you can pull it out and kind of
you
spray.
have the squirting accessory.
You don't want to do that.
No?
I don't want to give the kid like an enema.
No, you know what's great?
No.
Oscar's solution is three men and a baby.
Yeah,
he's doing the Steve Gutenberg thing.
This is a diaper change on a little table, and you just lift his butt up and you wipe his butt with the wipes that you have, and that's how you do that. You don't bring water into the equation.
It's like a touchless car wash. That's what I'm telling you.
No,
you don't have to use all. That's on a luxury car because it's sensitive.
Do you remember when he said stop him if he's wrong?
Needs a touch.
Why don't you stop him?
I'm not doing it with water. Water is not involved in this process.
What about those little sprays for keyboards?
No.
Like compressed air?
Yeah, compressed
air.
air.
It would freeze his ass.
That's terrific.
It would freeze his ass. You ever feel how cold that is?
You're not allowed to weigh in on this anymore.
Just a thought.
You're not allowed.
Yeah, it's a thought.
So I just feel, and when he's got the little red bottom because he's been pooping and peeing 24/7.
If this is Full House, he's Uncle Jesse. He doesn't have a clue.
Here's what I hate. This is truly, and I think both you know this. You hate it when I hear I'm not good at that. Because I'm not good at that in American language now is a way of saying I'm too lazy to do it.
That's right.
And I've said it before. I've had people say it to me. I usually don't accept it. I don't like it. But I really am. I'm terrible at it. I think I'm terrible at diaper changing. For that size.
Well, you know what?
He's the size of a ham right now, a small ham, a center cut ham.
Yum, beautiful.
Yeah.
Spiral sliced child. What you can do, Mike, is get better at it. And you know what? Even if your efforts are not A+, you will score an A+ with your wife because you're in there trying to get it done.
Yeah, practice
Anything
makes
you
perfect.
don't do as far as a sterile cleaning will be corrected ultimately by the mother.
No,
She'll probably double check your work anyways.
Of course.
It's still a beautiful thing, and really there are two things.
It's not that beautiful.
It is. It really
a
is.
Poop diaper?
No. The whole experience.
The
is
miracle
fun.
of life.
There are two things that I've noticed. Maybe
Miracle
it's
of digestion.
Maybe because I'm older. Maybe I'm mellower. Maybe I don't.
You are not mellower.
Shut up.
Then what?
The idea of the crying. Crying is it can get you. It can get you at certain times, but. By and large, the crying, I'll just sit there. I know the cries already. I know what they mean most of the time.
I've heard you spot it.
And the fact is, it doesn't bother you as much as you would think it would bother you. And there was a great message that I got from one of our listeners on Facebook who said, for everybody that tells you everything, I've got some advice for you. F them.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to tell you how to raise your son, how to do it the right way. F them.
You know what I told? What I told Carrie several times with Robert and Julia. I said she would get frustrated. She'd say, "We don't know what we're doing." I say, "Do you know how many people have been put on this earth for hundreds and hundreds of years that are just stupider than you?
Yes.
They are so much stupider than you."
That's a pep talk.
And the kid turns out all right. Think of the advantage
You're
you got
stupid,
going.
but
No.
there are people that are more stupid than you out there.
What I was going to say was
Catherine is the one that sent that message to me, and it was really terrific. She said, congrats on the news, Todd. This is a rough time, but you all seem to be handling it well. I'd like to give you one piece of parenting advice no one ever gave me. Ready? Here it comes. F them. Yep, that's it. F them. Everyone, seriously. Family, friends, strangers. They're going to tell you what to do and the best way to do it. F them. You and Carla and Michael are creating this wonderful and frankly harrowing new life. If it works for you, it works. They aren't living your life and they're not taking care of your needs. You and Carla are the best judges of what works for you. Don't let them get under your skin or between your love. F them.
That's very nice.
Nice.
Thank you from Catherine. Catherine Merritt. Thank you very much.
And what I was saying is, I said, Carrie, you have an advantage going into this because you're smart.
Oh, there we go. Big win.
See, and you're smart, and you have the instinct. Just go with your instinct. The child is going to turn out okay. He got cancer, but we didn't blame her. So
you didn't blame your wife.
We did not blame her wife.
You're a stand-up guy.
Well,
for
you know
doing
what? I said, you know what good will it do to point fingers now?
Right.
All those paint chips.
I made the only mistake, I'll tell you briefly, is Carla comes home from getting her nails done. Paint chips. She comes home from getting her nails done, and I said one thing. I said, I need you to take this over to your office and scan this. She said, I don't know how to scan. And my reaction was, you don't know how to scan? And I realized suddenly I've made a terrible. And she turns around. I wanted to take those words, but
What do you mean? Yes, I don't. F you. F me.
Okay, give me the baby. I'll change the diaper again. We'll take a break, come back, and talk about our night out right after this. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Encore Insurance Services, LLC, the people who bring you this show every weeknight on 102.9 FM WTNT. For a free life insurance quote, visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. They do all the work for you. Encore will compare rates to help you save. License and disclaimer info at smartterm.com. Be sure to thank them for sponsoring TMOS, and you thank them by calling that number, 866-347-5748, and we thank you. Well, tonight's the night. Whoa. Tonight's our karaoke night. We're all going to play karaoke.
Are you excited for it?
Nope.
Why?
Because it's I want to be very careful with what I say.
Okay.
It has turned into an appearance.
Well, you did that to yourself.
I did that to myself, yes.
You have yourself to blame for that. This could have been a nice private outing with our friends.
Yeah, but
and family members.
Where's the fun in that? We like to talk about our lives and how often do we and it's ladies' night.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll do this one tonight on stage. Hey, how y'all doing?
Somehow I don't.
Different color at showtime. Yes, sir.
I forgot you're going to go all Mandrake tonight.
I'm going to go Mandrake tonight. You're going to see a different guy, and I think I'll color my hair too.
Oh, you should wear a tux.
But I won't use like just for men on my hair. I'll use shoe polish.
I think that would be great.
Oh yeah.
Could you tell people you're a magician tonight?
Yeah, sure.
You wear all black.
Yeah. And the big trick will be when Oscar disappears.
Exactly.
Oh, hey.
So, look, it's out of the bag. We're going. A lot of listeners are coming by, and that's fine, too.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
That'll be lots of fun.
What? That's what you live for.
I know, I live for it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
Some guy last Thursday recognized me in my boot as I was hobbling along the streets of Clarendon.
It's nice to be recognized.
It made my night.
Recognized. There's a G in there.
That's right.
It's recognized.
That's right.
As in cognition. To perceive.
To recognition.
As
recognize.
In eat me.
This is the yeah, there you go. As in eat me raw. Mike and Rob, eat me raw. So we're going to re-raw tonight in Clarendon,
right?
And it's going to be fun. And
they have another one in Chinatown called Leela. Did you know that?
First Asian joke of the day.
It really wasn't a joke as much as it was just an offhanded remark.
So not that we don't see each other every day, but we're going to see each other some more. Who's coming from your side of the family?
Todd Moore, Katie Cole, my girl Shannon will be there.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, she's coming out. My friend Kenny, my friend Tracy.
Kenny.
Who are Kenny and Tracy?
Who is Kenny and Tracy? I've never met Kenny and Tracy.
They're members of note. They're friends of note.
Really?
Do they play soccer with you?
No.
Do they keep it tight?
They actually there were more friends, and they're still friends. They're really Todd's friends that I became friends with.
I'm suddenly realizing as Oscar's bringing friends that I want to be like I used to threaten my daughters of being the embarrassing father.
Oh, I'm not no.
How are you? Yeah. Like get artificial nose hairs to put in my nose that go down like to beyond my bottom lip. How are you? Oscar's a terrific person. He's a terrific worker, and he's very, very diligent. I just do my Wilford Brimley impression all night long.
Put a little toilet paper on your face, like you cut yourself shaving.
Hi, or what's the girlfriend's name of your friend? Tracy. Tracy, come to the forbidden planet with me. You won't get any older, and you won't ever die. Nice to see you. Who wants wings? No,
I think a few other friends are coming as well.
Really? Now are they all like metrosexual?
Are they
all thin?
Are they all thin?
I
think they're pretty much thin.
That's how they cheat on the fire codes.
I'm going on a double date before we meet up.
Oh, so you're going to dinner?
Yeah, we have a dinner date.
Oh,
and then just the two couples, and then
it's a place with small portions, and it's a very happening place. What happens? The price is very high. The portions are very small.
You'll have to give me the name of the restaurant so I can
No,
drop by.
none of that.
Will you show up and do the waiter bit?
Maitre d'? Maitre d'?
Mike comes
How
in
much for the women?
a huge stack of dishes, drops them.
Wow! Hey, how'd that happen? Could you tell I haven't been out of the house for a while? I went out of the house one night with Jimmy, but that was like super late and like right around the zip.
Door to the restaurant opens. Oscar!
Yep.
Oscar, it's me! Hi!
You're bringing an entourage.
I am bringing Jimmy Cerrito. That's my entourage.
That's enough for everybody.
Here's the thing. I'm going to defer since this is your Gen X turf here.
Yes.
This is Metrosexual Alley in Arlington, Virginia. I am curious as I will take all suggestions for me as to a draft. First of all, I'm getting a haircut today.
Nice.
I'm going to cut
Take
my
your
hair.
headphones off. I don't think you need one.
Yeah, I do. This part's all poofy.
I think it looks beautiful.
So I'm getting a faux hawk.
Good.
That I will get. I'm going to get a haircut today.
Pronounced Fahawk.
But as far as yes for the faux,
yeah,
that's funny.
That was an 8 show ago callback.
And so when you go to Rerod tonight for karaoke, I will accept all tips about dress code.
So I would say you dress comfortably. It's not because it's an Irish pub. It's
sweatpants?
No, it's not as douchey as you think it is. There are some places in Clarendon that are really douchey.
Right, where you have to wear like no jeans
Yeah,
are allowed.
yeah. But
they
this
still
place,
do that. No jeans allowed.
I don't know. It depends. If you're wearing $300 jeans, I think they might let you in.
Right.
Did you
no
see,
sneakers?
Have you ever seen this place? Have you seen their website?
No.
Do you know that this?
It's an Irish pub.
Yeah, but
It's
you
a
don't
lot
know
of fun.
you don't know what degree it is. They actually assembled it from actual Irish buildings in Dublin and sent it over. It's
Well,
all
what am I
turned
asking
out-
him then about the dress code? He should be asking me.
Exactly.
You should wear a T-shirt with a stain on it.
Right.
And khaki pants that have a biological stain.
And the motto over there is "Come ready to fight."
Hey, how are you? Hey, look at that. It appears that my linguine with white clam sauce spewed a little stein right under my left tight. How are you?
It's like O'Mara's, but open.
Right. Well, then you know what? I haven't.
You know what? You're gonna let that slide.
O'Mara's is still open. Because here's a little tip you never hear.
Yes.
I sold it twice. Thank you. Do you have the list, the music list?
I do.
Okay. Because since you're playing Irish music, I just had a different idea about what might get everybody turned on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you can undo a button.
Do you know Irish songs?
Well,
Do
this
the
is
unicorn.
No. Now, see, now you're stereotyping me. And I realize how all those other minorities feel.
Yeah, well, I don't
Very
know.
hurtful when you
I
do
think
that.
it's a wonderful
Do
song.
the unicorn. There are green alligators and long-necked geese. No, screw. I hate that song. I hate that song. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
There's no need to hear it at all.
Oh, God. This is just like,
Hello, white people. Hey,
that's right. When the British, they shoved the big old stick up our... All right, anyway.
I'll just play it to the hook, but I'll play it quietly
Please,
until
please.
then. Oscar, you don't know this song, do
No,
you?
but I'll party
This
to
is
it.
great. This is all about how the unicorn didn't make it onto Noah's Ark.
Please turn that on.
Sure is your born.
throw a little IRA device on that song. How do you like
horrible.
that? There you.
It is horrible.
What a horrible thing
That's
to
right.
say.
It is horrible. So you
fun.
said comfortable. I want more specific.
Do you have a black dress shirt and nice jeans? Like
Is that a fat
not
comment?
like
That's a fat
not
comment.
like Target jeans.
That's a fact.
not like Walmart jeans, but do you have like nice jeans?
What do you mean Walmart jeans?
There's nothing wrong with Walmart.
I'm wearing Levi's, like
Okay.
I always wear. I'm wearing Levi's Range, which are the jeans I'm
He's
wearing.
had them since he worked at the ranch.
They're rings.
How many heads of cattle do you have?
These were given to me by Kevin Costner at the conclusion of his film shoot, Open Range.
I loved it.
I'm trying to think of the Irish music on here, and it doesn't seem to be. No.
How about Midnight Oil? Do they do anything by Midnight Oil?
No. Outside the window pane. Are you going to be singing tonight?
Oh, I can't sing.
Have you sung before?
You've seen me sing before.
But have you sung when you get loaded at Rerod? Do you sing?
This is going to be my second time there. I don't usually go with Todd because Todd.
How about the free advertising there?
Todd is a good singer.
They better give us a tab.
He's actually a great singer.
Do you think that if you get enough drinks in you and the people are really behind you, you will sing the George Harrison song, Got My Mind Set on You?
Hey, out where the slide will flow.
Is this Anthony Newley?
Newley on the zoo.
What?
You know who Anthony Newley is?
No, not a chance.
All right.
What about a U2 song?
Oh, that's a good call.
There's not enough U2 on here.
What about Cranberries?
No, I don't. I can't do that. That's like that's a woman alto soprano singer.
Zombie.
Zombie. Zombie. Zombie. Wait, maybe I can't. Zombie. Zombie. Zombie.
The irony is if he sings zombie, he's going to wake the dead.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me see. I'm looking on here. God, this is so hard.
It is hard. But you know what? Once you have a lovely Diet Coke, the choice will become
And
easy.
their tanks and their guns since 1913. Zombie, we're together. And the Michael Mara Show. Hello. All right.
Isn't Van Morrison Irish?
Yes, but I'm not sure I want to do his song.
Oh, I think
I'll have to keep looking at it.
You know what?
I would seriously
you
depart
may hold
from the
on
show.
to that. You may hold on to that, but you do.
That's pretty impressive that you know those lyrics.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, I don't know them. I just kind of know the song, and I love the Cranberries.
Yeah.
I love
you.
that.
You know what? This would be a crowd pleaser, Mike. Everyone would die if you did this song.
Good evening. Hey, freshen up those cocktails, everybody. Hey, you look beautiful in that dress. Thanks for coming out. Hope you're having a good time. If I get really loaded, that's going to be my demeanor up there. Thank you, everybody.
I'm getting really drunk, needing skinny girl vodka and a soda water with a couple of big old limes.
If he gets to that demeanor, call an ambulance.
Yeah,
because we're going to need it.
No, seriously, I require help here.
We're going to hit the gong and you're going home.
I never asked this, but I have to, Rob, you know the program I've been on.
Oh, yeah.
So there's going to be a brief departure from it this evening because alcohol is it's not frowned upon totally, but it's frowned upon totally.
Yes, exactly.
On the program I'm on right now, and I've been following this program religiously. Alcohol is not coursed through my veins in a very long time.
What you don't want to undo the good you've done, Mike.
Right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to drink club soda tonight, and I'll be with you.
Okay.
I have a long drive, too.
A little splash of vodka, maybe?
We'll see.
Okay. I'll drink club soda.
So will I.
Yeah. That's it.
Why don't you guys get a room?
Well, I'm just see, he's already in that mode. You see the way he is, the way he's being
He's checked
right now.
out.
He's going to be.
What's the mood?
You're going to be with your friends.
No, I'm going to hang out with you.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be. Look at Tracy. Look at these are the idiots I work with.
You're embarrassed by us.
Are you kidding me? No.
You're gonna
Yeah,
be
you know we are.
embarrassed.
We're like a fat brother.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole reason you are
You're not
bringing
my fat brothers.
You don't think I know the ABCs of you. What you don't understand, Mr. Santana, is that I was you. You don't think that I have already figured out that you're doing the double date thing? You're not having the boys' night out tonight like you did last week when you went crazy because you're going to scoot. It's going to be, well, that's it. Oh, I see 11:15. All right, I'll be back on the show. You're not going to go burn the doors down like you did last time.
No,
because you already planned
we have
to do
a show the next day.
Oh, my.
It stopped you last week.
Really, Jesus Christ, that is such a hypocritical thing to do. So you use this as an opportunity. See, that's what. We are not the guys that you go out and hang out with, like Oscar does with his friend Todd Moore. We are.
We're gonna have.
We're the relative's house.
We're gonna have.
We're
a subset.
going to the relative's house.
Me, you, and Jimmy will have to be a subset.
Yes.
I mean, it'd be nice if we see them.
But
But
guys,
that's all we got.
Look,
Katie might come over.
Well, I wanted the whole boys' night out thing and stuff. Not that I don't love your lady coming. And,
Yeah.
it's. I mean,
Good
save,
to the
Mike.
show.
She'll do a duet with you.
Oh, really?
She's a great singer.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Did she sing? Have she
watching
sung before?
Shannon sing to me is
Yeah,
worth.
What will she sing? What's her
Oh,
style?
you know what? I asked her. She
Like
said,
a No
she goes,
Doubt
I won't
song?
go up there by myself, but I'll sing a duet with somebody. And I was
Really?
like, you should.
Ebony
See?
and Ivory. Pony, are you coming?
I don't think so.
What?
Thanks.
I know. I'm busy.
Maybe he wasn't invited.
You
dick.
He is a dick.
Come on, Pony.
Yeah, come on, Pony.
He said nobody invited
It's
him.
implied. Nobody.
Dude,
it's
you're always
automatic.
welcome.
It's automatic that you would get
jerk.
How are you ever going to get beyond that right hand if you don't
Oh,
come out
my
to these
God!
type of things? For God's sakes,
Pony, if you don't come tonight,
My
you know what
God,
you're going to
it's-
miss?
It's wearing down to the bone, boy.
You're going to miss Shannon and Mike doing their duet.
I'd like to bring up the future, Mrs. Oscar Santana. Hey, I hope you enjoyed those pigs in a blanket. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shannon, I'd like to sing this song to you. That's right.
I would pay money. That would be so great.
You get a little skinny girl in me. Who knows what's going to happen?
Skinny girl?
Ooh, I'm
Now,
not that kind.
As far as dress code, so I'm thinking a Tommy Bahama black shirt
Like that?
with some
Nice.
jeans,
Yeah.
and I am going to wear my motorcycle boots because that's how I roll.
You can.
Cool.
That's what I will be wearing
Yeah.
tonight.
Because he plans to kick some ass.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kicking
yeah.
ass. Remember last time you wore your motorcycle boots, what happened?
No, those were cowboy boots.
Oh, sorry.
Those were Western boots.
I mixed up your costumes.
And those haven't been on my feet since.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the swelling?
Well, no, I think part of the whole... No, not because of the
Well,
swelling.
I mean, you injured your
Swelling.
foot.
My knee.
Well, I thought maybe it could be the whole leg.
Wow.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, Jimmy Cerrito. I really am concerned about his dress code.
No, he'll be fine.
And I'm
Jimmy
concerned.
Jimmy dresses like he's going to a crab feast in 99-degree weather,
And-
whether it's the dead of winter or not.
And Mike,
you know.
be aware, it's really not his dress code you need to be concerned about. It's Jimmy singing.
Oh, I want Jimmy to sing. I can't wait to say no. Jimmy's a delight.
Jimmy fine.
It's a bar. Jimmy's
We'll be fine.
Jimmy's a natural.
And Matt Bloom, you should come.
Absolutely.
Josh Murphy, you should come.
Yes.
You're more than welcome. And anytime we do anything like this, you guys are more than welcome.
Now, did you think? Let me ask you this, Pony. Do you think if we had not said you are invited, that you weren't invited? I'd like to know your thought process.
I figured I was invited, but
you didn't feel like going.
It's just driving to Clarendon. It's a bitch.
You know what? You're not invited.
You're not
You're not
uninvited.
invited. You're
I agree.
uninvited.
You're
He's still
uninvited.
invited. He's still invited.
Do you have other plans? Do you have better plans?
I wouldn't say better, but there were
What does
just
that-
things I
he
was
isn't-
going to work on. Just the
Computer things?
crap.
Yeah.
How about you work on your crotch and
Wow.
you come up to Clarendon and see what you find?
I'll dedicate a song to you. Rob, is there any song that I could dedicate to Pony Boy? If this is putting Rob on the spot right now. Any particular song that we could dedicate to Pony Boy that might help him along? Hey, you sit at our table, the A table. You're hanging out with us. We're fun people.
Yeah.
We're gonna be making scenes.
Maybe
and,
maybe a
you
girl
know.
wants to make some bad decisions.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah. Single guy.
Absolutely. Here it is.
It's Joe Tex, Mike, skinny legs and all.
Like to send this out to Pony Boy. Ladies, he's right over there. Send him a drink. Better yet, come on over and have one with him. He'll buy one for you. Pony Boy, salute.
Say, man, don't walk ahead of that woman like she don't belong to you.
Because
should
when
be
I
fun.
think a moderate 1960s mid-charting soul hit, I think of Matt Bloom.
Hey, Josh Murphy to the studio. Josh Murphy to the studio. Please want to find out if Josh is coming too. We're getting all hands on deck, so it should be.
What do you think are the chances that he'll be there?
And it'll be a special evening.
Do you think he'll
Oh,
be
there
there?
he is.
Are you coming?
There he
Are you
is.
coming to
Get
the
right
place
on the mic.
tonight for karaoke?
There you go.
Do what?
We do a little show. It's called the Mike O'Mara Show.
Yeah,
We've been talking
I've
about
heard
this
about
little outing that we're having.
He's working back there.
What's that? I know he's
Yeah,
working back there. We're doing the karaoke.
Working, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
coming to the karaoke tonight?
What time does it start?
Oh my God! What's wrong with our support
No,
staff?
you know what? We haven't really said, look, we're a team here.
Right.
You guys are more than welcome to anything we do.
And
together.
yet Andrew Langer's coming.
Which is weird, for the record. But not that Andrew's coming, but that Andrew's coming and the guys don't feel welcome.
Right.
The guys that we work with, you know?
You know what you guys should be a little more forward with your company because we like having you around.
Yes.
Assume you're part of things.
Sure.
Don't come to our homes. But if we're going out,
Or call us after 9 unless it's an emergency.
Well, see,
Let's not go over the top.
I guess I would just rather make sure it's okay if I'm there rather than show up and be like, "Hey guys," and everyone be like,
9 p.m. Clarendon Reraw.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
If you come out, will you be bringing your girlfriend?
I can.
Okay.
Absolutely
the answer is yes. You're more than invited.
always welcome.
Ding,
Thank you.
ding.
Always
Love to have you come along.
Sure.
Thank
Sounds
you very
good.
much.
All right.
That's
We might
right.
need a bigger
She
table.
doesn't get to sit next to Rob though.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because Rob will be obsessed.
We'll lose Rob for the night.
Yeah.
you have your Jimmy. Let me have something.
Well, it'll be fun. The whole gang's going to be out there. You think if we get there when we said we were going to get there,
Yes.
that we will have
You'll get up at least
space?
once or twice, and we'll
Okay.
get a table.
All right. And this is not a formal. I
No.
hate to be dickish about this. I really don't. This is not a formal appearance.
We won't bring headshots.
We're talking about it, but we're just going out to have a good
Yeah,
time,
right.
and so it's not. It's going to be high.
Yeah,
and
the more the merrier.
It's going to be. It'll be a good time.
Ask Mike his favorite breakfast cereal when you see him, please.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Autograph flats. What is that?
That's a collector terminology, is that you will sign like pictures, but not like memorabilia.
I will autograph flats.
Yeah, no helmets.
I will autograph flats. It should be a great time, and it's terrific. I guess we'll have to save it for the next show when I talk about old men on Facebook. Old men like me commenting on pictures on Facebook. It is the grossest thing.
I don't think you count
in
as
the
an
world.
old man yet.
But anybody with gray that I see, for example.
Well, then tonight you won't be able to.
I'll talk about it tomorrow. We got to go. I got to do the news you may not need. So we'll see you there, Josh.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Come and love your daddy all night long, all right. Hey, hey.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment is brought to you by the straw that stirs the drink. I am talking about Amazon.
The best.
And I'm talking about the Mike O'Mara Show's Amazon page. Amazon is the place to go for all your back-to-school needs. Everything from pencils and paper to a tiny refrigerator and flat screen. Try to make that dorm room as nice as you can as you're home away from home. And they have clothes, they have shoes, they have textbooks. They basically have everything. And
Took
we
a delivery
really,
this morning before I came here. Do you
Good
know they've
stuff.
got a whole page of vinyl? And I got the new Elvis vinyl. It came to my door this morning. It's fantastic.
So they have old technology with old artists that you want to play on your old turntable.
Exactly.
They have that as
They
well.
got it, baby.
If you need it, Amazon has it. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. And don't forget, it's the best place for all your office supplies as well. Today and every day, please help us, and I mean please, save money and support the show. Just click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com, everybody.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
At least 3 people in 2 states have beaten astronomical odds to become the nation's latest Powerball millionaires.
I thought Josh was going to give us our update.
Josh Murphy, we need the update, please.
Yeah, Josh.
Sue Dooley, Senior Drawing Manager, Production Coordinator for the Multi-State Lottery Association, said late Wednesday night that 3 tickets match the winning numbers and will split the lottery's latest massive jackpot, $448 million.
We had 3 grand prize winners,
Dooley said.
One was in Minnesota and 2 were in New Jersey.
2 in New Jersey. What are the odds?
The winning numbers drawn Wednesday night were 5, 25, 30, 58, 59, and the Powerball number. If you were counting on me for that, you're screwed.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to find it either.
32. So you ran the numbers down at the 7-Eleven on the corner. Our
I did.
75 numbers. I got $160 worth.
Nice.
Oh,
75.
nice.
I threw in a bonus $10 to this little equation. You got my 50?
Yes, I do.
Pay me tonight?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You got my 50?
Tonight.
Take care of my tab if there's a tab.
All right.
Thank you.
No.
Very
I'll
good.
give you $50.
As will I.
Yeah, I know this game.
Yeah. Way to go.
Yeah.
Someone's sticking on their feet.
Yeah.
You know how that works. Grey Goose for the room. So, what do we have?
So
what are the results?
Of the $160 invested,
Yes.
the Mike O'Mara Show has made a $8 profit.
Oh, my
Profit?
Well, not profit, but $8 return, I guess.
Yes, return on investment.
God. So, out of all those tickets we got. So disappointing.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Keep that.
5 and 3 ones.
$8.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You got me so excited. Do you not speak English? An $8 profit means we got $8 extra dollars.
So that would be like $168.
It's $152
That would
loss.
have never happened. What did we do last time when we bet much less?
It was $100.
We got $100.
We had $12 back.
You got $12 back.
Yeah.
So an $88 loss.
God,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. How could we not have won?
Mike, we tried.
All right. Thank you, Josh. We'll see you at the team dinner tonight.
And you know what, Mike? You can't win if you don't play. So I think it shows a lot of faith.
Thank you. The Major League Baseball Players Association formally appealed Alex Rodriguez's 211-game suspension on Wednesday. They sent the case to an independent arbitrator. Union spokesman Greg Boris confirmed the appeal and said the Players Association...
No dialect for Greg Boris?
Union spokesman Greg Boris confirmed appeal and said Players Association had no further comment. Who cares? Stop. Screw you, A-Rod. Already established that. New York City subway riders got a surprise on Wednesday when a dead shark was discovered on a Queens-bound subway train.
Would have been worse if it had been alive.
A supervisor... You think this has anything to do with Sharknado?
Of course it does.
Or Shark Week.
There was some poor intern. You think we treat Josh bad? Someone at Sci-Fi said, you got to go put a dead shark on the 9 train.
It'd probably be Discovery. A supervisor found the 4-foot-long carcass shortly after midnight.
Carcass?
Moved the passengers onto another car and discarded it at the end of the line, according to Metropolitan Transportation Authority spokesman Kevin Ortiz. Photos of the shark appeared on the Gothamist website, along with pictures of passengers posing.
With it?
With the shark having accessories.
Oh, I would have loved that.
Such as a cigarette and a subway fare card.
I love New York.
That's
how
funny.
hard would it be to get the shark? Does it say how big it was?
4 feet long.
Hard to get it through the turnstile.
Mm-hmm.
This happens to be Shark Week, an annual promotion by Discovery. A spokeswoman for Discovery said it had nothing to do with the shark on a subway.
I don't buy it.
A Virginia man who caught a fish known as Frankenfish has set a world record. This is down in an area you used to hang out in, Rob.
Where?
Caleb Newton hooked a 17-pound, 6-ounce northern snakehead in a creek in northern Virginia during a fishing tournament. I think it's down in Norfolk.
Okay.
The Frankenfish gets its nickname because of its appearance and adaptability. The invasive species, native to Asia, is able to breathe air and survive in very shallow waters or mud.
This thing walks.
The snakehead.
Mm-hmm. It walks.
They're scared. No, I don't think it's a walking fish.
Yeah, it can like move short distances over mud.
So gross.
And it also steals your soul.
And they've actually invaded the Potomac River and all its tributaries.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that good news? Here's a scenario. You're looking at a coworker's phone and you stumble onto a naked photo of them. Awkward. You know you'd look.
Matt Bloom.
But what if you emailed the photo to yourself? What if you did that?
Oh, that is not good.
The guy in Florida did it, and he was just charged with a felony. 31-year-old Omar Trevino is a dispatcher with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Back in May, he grabbed a female coworker's phone and started flipping through the photos, which is a violation right there.
Yeah,
in my
you don't
opinion.
do that.
He found a photo of her and another female coworker flashing their breasts, so Omar forwarded the photo to himself, then deleted the sent item from her email to hide what he'd done.
He is so crafty. He gets around.
He's a creep.
He is a creep.
A few weeks later, he showed the photo to another male coworker, and luckily that guy reported him. Omar was arrested and has just been charged with unlawful use of a computer or cell phone. That's a third-degree felony, and it can get him up to 5 years in prison.
He deserves
it. This is one of the stupidest apps we have ever seen, but it's so stupid it almost crosses the line back to brilliant.
I don't know, Mike. It really helps me fall asleep at night.
I like this.
No, it's not
Todd,
white noise.
How dare you?
Todd Moore. Incidentally, my wife called me this morning and was watching the Today Show and said that Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show said that her favorite app is White Noise Pro.
She did.
And so he's aware of that already?
Yes.
There you go. I just
Pretty
wanted to
cool,
make
right?
sure you knew that. That's
Wow.
a cool thing.
You know what?
Pretty cool.
Tough day for him, as always.
This next cell phone game is called Send Me to Heaven. This is funny.
What?
The goal is simple. It measures how high you can throw your phone in the air.
Is brilliant.
I love it. Yeah,
But it's so dumb.
It wrecks a lot of
How
phones.
many kids are doing this?
But if you did it like over a trampoline or something, I don't know. The game makes you agree.
Don't play it in the ocean.
The game makes you agree to a disclaimer before you play where you basically admit you're probably going to break your phone. We're not sure it's legally binding. It's free. It debuted yesterday, but it's only available for Android. Apple already banned it from their App Store. Of course they did.
Yeah, well, it's
Hey,
dumb.
Apple. You're not on a roll, baby. You're not on a roll, okay? Don't ban that app, okay?
Yeah.
Really, Apple, improve some things.
You want to make them happier?
but you know how many parents like that have Androids are buying new Androids right now?
Yeah. Okay, when you're responsible. That actually makes 0 sense. It would probably lead to an increase in iPhone sales. That's what they said.
Really?
That's what the story
Oh, yeah,
is.
because they
you
would
break
break.
it,
You got to
yeah.
get new ones.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. Mine is so durable.
And now for a little something. When an idiot pulls out a gun in a situation that really doesn't warrant anyone having a gun, you can only hope that it works out like this.
Okay.
On Tuesday night, 43-year-old Ronnie Jacobs went speeding through his neighborhood.
Hey, Mike, what's your name? My name's Ronnie Jacobs.
In Virginia.
Yeah,
a few of his neighbors were outside and yelled at him to slow down because the kids were playing. So Ronnie did a U-turn, pulled over, got out of his car with his gun.
Ronnie Jacobs.
No. Ronnie. He started storming over to the people and the neighbors to confront them, and the gun went off. And Ronnie accidentally shot himself right in the groin.
Oh, there you go. Karma's a bitch.
How you doing, Ronnie?
Yeah, my groin hurts. My name's Ronnie Jacobs.
Ronnie was taken to the hospital where he's recovering. He's facing charges of discharging and brandishing a firearm, and I don't think he'll have the balls to do that again.
Thank you very much.
The old jokes are the best ones. Hey, everybody, we're going to take a short break. When we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show, we're going to have a fabulous time. It's called Rob Spiewak's Magic Audio Vault, and it's all for you next, right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Sing this tonight.
Me with me.
Billy Preston.
Yeah.
On my original 1975 audition tape.
Excellent.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. If you're looking for an affordable and dramatic way to visually get your message to your customers, we are talking about Signs by Tomorrow in Manassas. Signs by Tomorrow offers a tremendous variety of signs and graphic services that will get your business noticed. Custom signs, digital printing, custom graphics. They do it all at Signs by Tomorrow. Call our friend Kevin. 703-530-0070 or visit signsbytomorrow.com/Manassas. Experience people, state-of-the-art technology, cost-effective, Signs by Tomorrow, and they can get their visual messages across to everybody. Kevin's a great guy. And who's that other guy he works with?
Phil.
Phil is a good guy, too, so make sure, whatever you do, check out Signs by Tomorrow. They can wrap your car. They can wrap the studio like they did ours.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you see Kevin or Phil and check out Signs by Tomorrow in Manassas.
Are you going to get that one wall you talked about? I know that Michael's still a little guy right now.
Like the full Fenway wall?
Yeah.
Oh, this
or are
is
you going to
so
get the
cool.
mural like they did in Modern Family?
The problem... Which one did they do in Modern Family?
Didn't they do a takeoff of the Sistine Chapel with David touching the hand of God? But your
Phil.
face, your face could be God.
I don't know. The problem with that room, I do have one wall, though. I'm going to talk to him about
big green
monster.
monster.
That's something we don't talk about. We'll talk about that next week. They can do like murals, and they're actually printed out murals.
That would be cool.
And it's very, very cool. Let's open up the audio vault for Thursday, August 8th, 2013.
Well, we've already covered the fact that we did not win Powerball.
I'm a loser.
Powerball. But there was a lady in St. Louis who was approached by a reporter and said, it's what everybody did. What would you do if you won? And she was very enthusiastic about it, Mike. And I think she wanted to give back. This lady works at Rally's. It's a hamburger joint, right? And this is what she would do if she won Powerball.
$425 million. I have faith that I won at $425 million. And guess what? The world will shine bright. And it's going to be amazing when I win that money. Shine bright like a diamond. Well, I will help my community out. My community come first. And I have to give to God because he was the one who allowed me to receive that such
give back to God.
beautiful amount of money.
In the world.
Going to skip you out. I'm going to work at Rally's and I'm going to own my own franchise, okay? Because I don't know who they think I am. I'm also going to be my own boss, okay? Understand this beautiful face.
What you have to do, Mike, is give back to God because it was God who allowed you to win the beautiful money. And then you get your own franchise at Rally's.
And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Thank you very much.
I still believe that someone at Shark Week was behind that shark on the subway. Because Shark Week continues, and my father, I think, was the one who brought it up. He says, they really are running the same things they have for 25 years.
It's a gold mine for Discovery Channel. For example, they had this kind of cage made out of Volkswagen, I think last year. And the next week, Volkswagen sold 3,000 models in that week alone.
Wow.
And
they've
gold mine for advertising.
They have the official beer. They have the official everything. There's a new character based on Shark Week. And there's a new program.
I'm very pleased with my association with the Discovery Network. Thank you.
You should. Yeah.
There's
Unraveling the Cosmos. Look for it soon.
Learn.
Theater near you. I just pray to God your city was selected.
Best show in the world.
One of the few new programs is called Shark After Dark. And last night they had on Tara Reid because she was in Sharknado. And they asked her what she thought about a whale shark. Is she drunk? Is she stupid? Is she high? You tell me.
Maybe
Tara
all of
Reid.
them.
Yeah.
Today, I was like, all right, I don't want to like really sound stupid when I do this show today. They're like, so learn a little education on sharks. So I look up sharks on the internet, and then I see like whale sharks. I'm like, oh,
I look up sharks on the internet.
that must mean a whale and a shark have sex. And then I think, well, how does a whale and a shark have sex? And then I looked up.
Was there a video of it?
No, because there's a thing called whale sharks. So I thought they must,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't she 50?
Yeah, she's about 50.
Why is she still talking like that?
Because everybody tolerates it.
Oh, my God.
Someone should have sat her down and said, look, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in her 40s, isn't she?
I think she's got to be
Late
at least
30s.
40s.
Late 30s, early 40s?
I'll find out right now.
All right.
And then I realized that whales are mammals and
Wells.
sharks are animals. They have nothing to do with each other.
The difference is, she says, well, whales are mammals and sharks are animals.
Unbelievable.
She is so dumb.
God.
But the thing that people seem to always cotton to, Mike, are mashups and montages. Now, I'm going to give you one that I like and one that I dislike.
All right.
I do not like this one. Apparently, people are bothered that Obama says a lot. I think he's very good off the cuff.
I hate it.
But he does say
Can't
a lot.
Stand it.
So what they've done is they've
Almost
done,
took his presidency away because of that first debate.
and they have here the Imperial March montage. Here's President Obama. Don't like this one.
Badly done.
I agree.
Could have been done much better.
I agree. Now, the one that I like, Oscar, do you have a detail
Yeah,
for
Tara
us?
Reid, 38, will be 39 in November.
Yeah,
Very
stop
close.
talking like a valley girl.
Now, the one I do like is the mashup of the Robin Thicke song Blurred Lines and Fat Albert.
Okay.
This one I like.
Everybody get up.
You can do so much to Blurred Lines.
It's a great record. Stay with it a second. It gets better.
You the hottest in this place. I feel so lucky.
So that one I like.
That's good. I like that
And,
one.
you know, people don't realize that Robin Thicke comes by his musical talent naturally because his father, Alan Thicke, was quite good.
Hey, Rob, don't put down my kid or you're going to be grounded. I'm Alan Thicke. How you doing, Rob?
Let's go back to the 1988 National Aerobic Championships. You didn't compete.
I didn't, but I was recruited.
But you were there,
Right.
and here's the opening number that Alan Thicke sang when he hosted. It's called Sweaty and Hot.
Okay.
Let's go to 1988. Here's Alan Thicke.
Like legit?
Yeah! It's every song from 1988, isn't it?
You should be on a cruise ship with Hasselhoff because of that.
Hey, you're grounded.
Hey, you're grounded. Mike, I'd like to, what I really want to do is I want to say thank you to my son, Robin, who's really kept the family name going.
Are you going to ground him?
No, we're just going to go up to Canada and fly fish.
Excellent. Now,
Yeah.
has anyone in the room
With topless women.
watched the new show Chris, K-R-I-S, the Kris Jenner talk show?
You know what? I looked in on it. It was it launched in July.
Yeah.
Right?
And a disastrous launch.
A disastrous launch, so much so that she sent Tiffany pens to all the critics that killed her and said, maybe next time you'll write a better review with this pen for me.
Oh, because I have so much money, and here's the money I'm going to send you because I'm just a complete ass.
It should have
that's
been-
raised horrible people.
It should have been a better rollout. If I'm not mistaken, Oscar, help
That
me.
married a monster, a plastic surgery monster,
She
because
didn't
he was
even get
famous.
She didn't even get cleared in all the major markets.
No.
right?
I think it was New York, L.A., and then one more.
But yes,
What an ass she
what
is.
they've done to
60-year-old woman dressing like she's 12.
what they've done to sort of re-energize the show, Mike, is of course what you always do: bring in a co-host, Joan Rivers. But how?
Oh,
wait,
my God.
Stay with me. How married is this lady to her cue cards? Listen to this tape when she thanks Joan Rivers.
Well, I want to thank all of my terrific guests for being here today, and I can't say enough about my magnificent, beautiful, amazing co-host, John. It was an honor, John.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Cancel the show.
And that is, even for people, they all do it.
Listen.
Yeah, dear John. That's my lesbian name when I go to the bar.
But still
Yeah.
inexcusable.
And, 80-year-old Joan Rivers with the save,
Yeah.
Because she's a professional.
And she's good.
She truly
Why
is.
is she slumming it?
But she's also,
Well, Joan needs the money.
Joan, take a break.
Yeah.
Really, take a little break.
No, she'll work till she does.
They all work off the cards, but I mean, a thank you is, you depart from the script occasionally.
I tell you, someone who deserves a thank you is, I believe, last night in Cleveland, there was a lovely chant when there were some Detroit fans at the game as the Tigers played the Indians, and they were saying something bad about the Cleveland Indians.
Right.
How do you counter it? With this chant. They actually chanted in the stadium, Detroit is bankrupt.
Detroit bankrupt.
Oh, God.
That is so.
That is so.
The mob.
Yeah.
The mob, ladies and gentlemen.
And also we close, Mike, with breaking lingerie news.
A former Victoria's Secret model has come out with a clothing line where the clothes have Bible verses written on them.
Yeah.
Yes, on the lingerie. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. I don't want to see a woman wearing panties that read Valley of the Shadow of Death.
And that is your magic audio ball, Mike.
That's good stuff. Our show today, ladies and gentlemen, was brought to you by the good people at Compulsive. If you haven't updated your phone with Compulsive, you are missing out. It's what we talk about all the time. And it's our friend Todd Moore and Tmos. It's their latest creation, and you can find that on the iTunes App Store, the Google Play Store, or at tmsoft.com. Please ask friends and family on Facebook to help you with your new addiction, and don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Get Compulsive today by Tmsoft. Todd Moore will be out with us tonight, and the entire entourage.
Todd will be autographing your iPhones.
It should be big fun. What could possibly go wrong? We'll have a full review of all of that tomorrow. And I will talk about old men commenting on pretty women on Facebook, something that makes me want to vomit. All that coming up tomorrow on the show. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.
Ciao, ciao.
Now that the show is over, feel free to go shopping. MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
I'm a loser.